If you want to make shapes on your hammock at every level, this routine is for you.
We are on the hammock making shapes this week.
On every level.
Yeah.
So what we mean by that is like you're doing like a pose here, and then you move up and do another pose, and then you move up and do another pose. Not different levels of poses in terms of difficulty. Yeah. I think they're all pretty much the same. I like that this routine also doesn't require that much strength.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Yeah.
It's not hard, but it's also just, a pretty routine that you can do if you want to train on the hammock and you feel like, okay, let me try some different pretty poses at different levels of the hammock.
If you're new to this channel, welcome. On this channel, we talk all things aerial and we break down different routines every week across 4 different apparatuses: aerial, hoop, hammock, silks, and pole. So if you practice any of these apparatuses, especially at home, do subscribe to the channel because it's a great resource to have whenever you're training.
Yeah, and if you find that you have some aerial buddies that you train with or an aerial bestie that you train with or would like to train with, share the channel with them and invite them to join as well so that we can continue growing as one community who loves aerial so much.
Yes. Before we start training, let's do a quick safety check. Let's make sure that we check our equipment first of all, check the rigging and everything. Make sure that you have crib or resin if you need that for your hammock. Make sure that you use a crash mat. Don't practice without one under any circumstances. And then make sure that you warm up well and cool down well before and after you practice aerial. If you're looking for different warm-up ideas, we'll leave them in a playlist, which you can find right up here. So if you haven't warmed up as yet, go do that first, then come back to try this routine. And then of course, make sure you're wearing the right clothing. I'd say opt for leggings if you're not used to like wrapping the fabric wrapping around your legs. If you're used to that, you should be fine. There's nothing that will really burn you in this routine. So just go with something that makes you comfortable. And then of course, make sure that you have your spotting buddy. Make sure you have someone to train with at home so that you can be safe at all times. They could be your GPS in the air, be your cheerleader and help you out. And if something happens, they're there to call someone or assist you.
Yes, and as always, you cannot find the music for this routine synced up to this video. This is a tutorial video to help you understand how to do the poses and how to transition between poses. We also share the tips and tricks that we use that makes it easier for us to spin correctly or use less strength and so on. So if you want to see it synced up to the music, what we did is we left a short for you right up here. This short is synced up to the music, but if it is longer than a minute, then you will probably not see the beginning or the end of it. But you're always welcome to just hop onto our Instagram accounts. We do post them there, and you can find links to our Instagram accounts down in the description below. You're also welcome to come back to the channel on Friday. On Friday, we release a YouTube video with both of us doing the routine so that you can see 2 people doing the same routine, how it looks, and be a little bit more understanding of what it is that you are doing as well. Because, our bodies are all different and we need to be more accepting of what it is that our bodies can do. If you want to know the song that we use and the timing with which we get started, we leave you that information down in the description below as well.
Great, now that we've covered everything, let's get started!
Yay!
Hello Aerialists, we're back and Karina is going to show us what to do on every level of this routine. So we start with our starting spin, which is a little different, but also something we've done before. Anyway, we start between the fabric. So Karina has the fabric behind her back and she has it on both sides. She's holding on to both poles. She's reaching up with one hand. For Karina, that is her right hand, because this is a hand that she is most dominant, like her most strength dominant hand. Now we know you should train both sides, but if you want to make your life easier, use your stronger hand. The other hand, hey, I'm just keeping it real with the people. Also train the next side after you're done. See, that's some positive. So you don't, get mad. We do train both sides now. Anyway, enough of my dissonance. So now the left hand is holding the tail quite short. So notice that her arms are bent. the fabric is around her back, but she's holding the tail with a little bit more space rather than keeping a straight arm, and pushing the fabric away with that bent arm. This allows the fabric to fly when she spins. For your legs, you're going to step them out a little forward. So Karina steps both legs. Well, first her inside leg is out first, and she's going to use the right leg, so that's her outside leg, to spin backwards. Great. So when you add spin, it should look like this. Notice that because she stepped out, she was able to keep herself under the rigging point. She can cross her legs here, the inside over the outside. So to get into the hammock from this sitting pose, you're going to tuck your leg, your outside leg to the hammock, and bring it inside so that the top of your leg is resting on the fabric. Can be the top or your ankle. The other leg is bent. The other hand is extended out to create this first shape. So from there, you're going to take that free leg and you're going to bring it into the hammock. Notice that the other leg comes back out. Now, since that leg that is out will come up and into the fabric as well, kind of like a half roll. And then you're going to use that leg to push down on the pole and bring the other leg up so that the poles are crossed over. Well, the sides are crossed over. Once you've crossed one leg over the other, you can extend your arm, your lower arm, and hold this pose for a bit before you reach up with that same hand that you extended and extend it outward and straighten your legs to this mermaid pose. You can choose whether you want to use a regular true grip or a flamenco grip, but regardless, it should look like this. Okay, from there, now you're going to lift your leg a little higher if you need to release your lower leg from the fabric, and then you're going to hook that leg on the pole that is closer to you and hold above your knee and reach up to get into your next pose on the next level. So you're here and you're going to hold this pose for a bit. Then you're going to pull yourself up. Shouldn't be too hard because you're almost at the top. And then you're going to bring your shoulders out of the fabric, so they shouldn't be hooked under your armpit. And then you're going to lean your head to one side of the fabric and hold on to the pole like this. From there, also make sure that you're bending your leg at the bottom. So the leg that is wrapped remains straight and the one that is not wrapped is bent. You can hold this. To come out, just release your head and then slowly slide yourself down, hooking at the knee, and then you can release your body and release your back, face the fabric, and come to a sit. Thank you, Karina.
That was so much fun.
Yes, that was a lot of fun. We hope you enjoyed making shapes on every level with us. If you like this video, please leave us a like. It really helps us out, tells the algorithm that you enjoyed this video and then pushes it to other aerialists like you who also want to train at home and would enjoy this type of content. And if you haven't subscribed us yet, please subscribe and become a part of our community. The more the merrier, and we'd love to train with you.
Yes, and if you enjoyed this but you don't feel like you're finished with the hammock as yet for today, then check out this video that evokes a lot of emotion. We're leaving the dance video on top so you can see what it looks like, and the tutorial video at the bottom to help you understand how to do the poses and how to do the routine.
And until next time, bye!